Right, people, time to get excited because I'm just about to teach you the Granville trend trading strategy, and we're going to use it for crypto and also for normal currencies as well, using the web analyzer as our tool of choice. And we're going to be using it in a slightly different way to what you're probably accustomed to. But I believe they said the trend is your friend until the bend. Okay, so what we're going to do is identify the bends and then learn how to go with the trend. Using the web analyzer, when we get to our alerts, I'll show you how we look at them. It's very it's a psychological thing that you got to get your head around. You've got to believe in what I'm going to teach you, because if you don't believe in it, it's not going to work for you. So let's dig right in. Let me share my screen and we'll get started. Awesome. So we've got the crypto analyzer here. If you, wow, you see everything is saying buy me. But you see in that Bitcoin has been dropping off. I mean, we need to say the eulogy for Bitcoin because it really has dropped off. So let's see how I've been looking at this, and I literally only trade Ripple and Bitcoin. That's it, nothing else. And in fact, more Ripple, 90% Ripple, 10% Bitcoin. And people say, man, Ripple is just so volatile. Ripple is just so this, so that. How can you trade that thing? And how did I increase my account by 50% just from the Ripple? It's crazy. In one day, I may add. All right, so let's dig in. So we have our alerts. We've got everything probably should be saying buy at the moment because there was a massive drop off. If you go to your settings, so no, not the education. I think definitely the settings bar. You would be able to pick your strategy. So if you pick strategy here, there's a Granville, the Granville crypto strategy. You can click on that and save it. And then you could change your background to dark or light if you wish. I prefer dark, and just hit save and load. Good, which is what we have on the screen at the moment. So, as I said, we don't really need many indicators for this. I'm going to X out the RSI. I'm going to X out stochastic. I'm going to X out MACD. Is like, oh, how can you X those things out? This is what we need. We've been looking at these indicators and getting our confirmations. But you really don't need them. Not for this strategy anyways. But we will keep the Bollinger Bands. We will keep the moving averages. Cool. Mm-hmm. In fact, you know what? Let me go to Ripple because, yeah. So XRP. Right. Wow. See, it's dropped off like craziness. Hold on. Sorry. Let me reload the website. All right. Let's go to Ripple. Okay. Right. So this is exciting times. Why is it doing that to me? Why is it giving me all those indicators? Like everything is buy. Everything is buy, but you notice that it's selling. So that should tell you something. This should tell you why this strategy is going to work like a dream. Wow. All right, you know what? Let's just manually X these out. We don't need them at all. Right? We don't want to get distracted by too many indicators. Right. Oh, see what's happening here? We have a nice little push. And I'll show you why we have that push on Ripple at the moment. So we go to our 4-hourly chart, and we want to mark off where our bends are going to be. Yeah, the trend is your friend until the bend. So we need to know where our bends are going to be. So let's mark off where our bends have been in the past. So we're doing what we call a top-down analysis. Ripple looking like it wants to fly high. We shall wait and see. 4 hour, we put our horizontal lines in, support and resistance, supply and demand, however you see it. Okay, and I want to make this a nice bright color. Okay, we have another here. So we're just identifying our bends at the moment, right? Identify your bends. Right here was a bend. Even here was a bend, right? And we've got a level just here at the moment where it's a possible bend, right? Right here. Ooh. So we good there for now in terms of our larger numbers or larger time frame bends. What I like to do is just change that to a whole figure. So that is 0.70. Okay, or like around there. Yeah, that's fine. This one is, I think it was about 9. Yeah, 900. Okay. So the beauty about trading one currency is that you start to get a feel of where things are, you know, where your support and resistances are, where your supply and demand zones are. And all you need is one currency pair to make you wealthy. You don't need to be chasing 10, 20 trades all over the place, all currency pairs. So you could literally just get one alert from the web analyzer and stick with that pair all day and just trade it. And that's what I do. And then no stress whatsoever. No stress now trying to do some more analysis on a different pair. You've already done your analysis on this pair, so you stick with it. All right, let's continue with this strategy. So I've identified where my possible bends are. Okay. And also, looking at the bigger time frame, it allows you to get a feel of where your trend is. So for the last few days, I know Ripple has been trending downwards, and the only way it's going to change that trend is if it starts hitting the bend, you know, hitting your support resistance, your supply and demand zones. So at the moment, we are at a supply and demand zone, and it's a possible reversal zone. Now, it doesn't mean that it's going to reverse. You know, it could still fall, but something is going to happen there. So what I do with this trend strategy, marked off on the 4-hourly chart, I want to come down to my 15-minute chart. Okay, 15-minute chart, 15 minutes. So I know where my bends are. And so I want to tweak this, push this up a little bit. All right, so I could change that. Okay, nice whole figure. Ripple is looking like water. Right, so how do we trade this thing? You wouldn't believe that I caught Ripple on a sell up here, 3 trades, and by the time it pushed down to there and I saw this pullback, took my profit. Yeah, I know, right? But I should know better. Good, so let's start in this direction. So we had a push down, a pullback, test of or support or resistance area, right? Test of our resistance, and we started to have a drop off. Now, how do we confirm that our drop off is happening? Well, we use these moving averages lines. And these moving averages lines will tell us, right, where prices based on these moving averages. And remember, I'm using 15-minute chart on crypto. The price would have come up, tested an area. Right. It's tested this support line 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Didn't break it. Then it began to drop. The price closed below this moving average line. It came back. It touched the moving averages line, and then it closed again below that moving average line, right? So you could comfortably say we're looking for the sell side. We're looking for the sell side, right? You could go for additional confirmation for this candle to push and close and start pushing away from the moving average line a little bit. Then you go in for a sell. Okay. Let's change the color to, right? So what you want to do is to enter your sell here, have your stop loss just above your previous high candle on your 15-minute chart. Now I know this is crypto. So if I go down to a 5-minute chart, for example, you may be able to get a better, no, still not, right? So you just put your stop loss, and I'll put a red line for the stop loss, literally just right there. Now, because you trade in crypto, you want to be very, very careful with your lot sizes. You really don't want large lot sizes on crypto. Trust me, the trades ain't going nowhere, so there's no need to over leverage your account. Right. So we'll have a sell-off. Sell-off, 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 sell-off. And then you'll start asking, but when do I know to take my profit and then go again? So this is how we're going to use the Granville the Granville's trend trading strategy with the web analyzer. Our price will drop off, and then you would hear a ka-ching. Now remember, we have already established, based on the larger time frame, that we're in a sell. We're selling. That's all we really care about. We just want to sell. We just want to sell. Nothing else. Nothing else. Really nothing else. The web analyzer will give you a ka-ching. Okay? Money. And it would have said buy here. Okay? It would have probably said buy when you get the ka-ching. Not a problem, because the web analyzer is good at saying where the reversals are going to be. And it's good as well to know where the trend, or this is why we identified here and there where our bend is going to be, because the web analyzer will tell us, hey, sell there. And once you know you're close to a bend, you want to sell and hold. But if you're not close to a bend, and the web analyzer says to buy in this case, but you're not close to a bend is up here, remember, and remember the trend is selling, you want to take your profits, You will hear in the trade, web analyzer would have given you a ka-ching. Take your profits when the web analyzer gives you ka-ching. All right? Allow that pullback to happen. So you would have probably gotten a buy here, right? Then allow it to happen. 15-minute chart. When your price pulls back and touches that, oh, another thing is, right? You would want to have 3 trades at this position. Well, 3 trades in. Take your profit on 2, right? Take your profit on 2 and leave 1 open. Pull down your stop loss to break even, right? A little inside break even and leave it. Right, so you would have gotten a buy here. Don't get nervous. Your buy would have come back and hit your moving average line as given on the web analyzer. Okay. When this happens, hits your moving average line, you want to see a nice pass by and see where the candle closes. This is where your confirmation comes in. You want confirmation of entries. So if I zoom in to this section, okay. So we would have had a ka-ching, we had a little pullback, right? Gone to a moving average. Price has closed here, then its touch on moving averages, come back down, is closed. Good. How do we enter? How do we enter this trade? This is how you want to enter this trade. You want to place your entry just around here. Then this is where we enter. And then we want to place our stop loss. Oh, I'm on 5-minute chart. Right, good. 15 minutes. We want 15-minute chart, not 5 minutes. All right. So let's go again. So we would have gotten a ka-ching, right? 15-minute chart, 15-minute chart. Take your profits here, okay? Then we wait for this pullback to happen after we got our ka-ching. Wait for the candle to close when it touched the moving average line. And you want to place your trade, you want to enter this trade just right here, okay? That's where you want to enter the trade, 15-minute chart. So what would have happened was the price would have gone up, would have closed, then price would have triggered your trading. So how much drawdown are you gonna get when it triggers your trading? Think about it. How much drawdown you're gonna get, right? Boom. And your stop loss is just up here. Now, again, 3 trades. You have 3 trades in. Remember, you've got already 1 up here. That's trailing. When that is done, you move this stop loss here as well down. So you now secure the bag. Move this stop loss down. And I'll just erase that. So your stop loss is now here. You've got 3 new trades running. You've got 1 running from way up on top there. Yeah. And you follow, again, the trend as it goes down. keep your stop loss there. You could see that the market came back up. You might think, well, a bit heartbeat, right? Keep your stop loss there. Don't move your stop loss whatsoever. Stop loss is your friend, right? But eventually, the market came down. It touched the moving average. It's come down and starts dropping again. Okay? Now, at this point, you would have probably gotten a ka-ching from our web analyzer for another pullback trade. Here's what you do. You take your profits on 2, you leave 1 running, you move your stop loss. Yeah, move your stop loss just into break even. Just into break even. You allow this pullback to happen, it's touched the moving average. Okay? It's touched, it's closed, it's come back, it's touched, and it's starting to drop. What you do here is, again, how simple it is. Clockwork, like clockwork, just like clockwork. It's just like breathing in and breathing out. So this is a breathe in, ka-ching, take your profits, breathe out. Breathe in, ka-ching, breathe out. Take your profits, breathe out. Breathe in, ka-ching, take your profits, breathe out. And that's all you have to do. Follow that trend all the way down. Woo. You realize that you would have been in a trade all the way up here and you just keep moving your stop losses down, 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 down. Wow. See what I'm talking about? Now we know for sure that Ripple is going on an uptrend because it's come down, it's touched, it's made a massive push now. That push is confirmation that Ripple is now going to fly high. Anyways, that's by the by. So from now, we're going to be starting to look for, today's what, the 2nd of February. We're going to wait for a pullback. When the pullback happens, we're going to buy Ripple. And that's it. We're just looking for buys. We want to breathe in. Ka-ching! Take your profits, breathe out. Breathe in. Ka-ching! Take your profits, breathe out. Enter. That's it. That is it. Profits should fall like rain. That is it. That is it. Awesome. So I really don't want to keep it too long. I hope you found that effective. Just go back if you missed anything. This is how we trail our stops. Trail your stops. Take your stop. Take your profits. Wait for a pullback. Moving average. Entry just below. After it closes, your entry is just below where it closed. So allow the market to push your or trigger your price so that you have little to no drawdown. And you just keep following that all the way down, all the way down. Right? Now that we have a massive confirmation here, boom, that's a massive confirmation that Ripple is now on the up, is hit our 70 cents mark. Ripple is now a buy. That is your confirmation right there that Ripple is now a buy. All we have to do now is wait for a perfect entry. We only get a perfect entry when we have a pullback. All right? When we have a pullback and then price decides to take off. Now, we've got to be careful here. In fact, I don't think we need to be careful. That is a strong push. That is a strong push. All right? That's a strong push up. So don't enter right now. Wait for a pullback. All right? And also wait for the candle to close. We've got 2 minutes before the candle closes. Wait for the candle to close. See how the candle closes. Allow a pullback to happen. And it will be really good if it comes on one of our moving averages. And boom, again, it's jump in for a buy. And that is how you've got to deal with this. And just follow the trend. When the web analyzer gives you an alert, you know that it's just a pullback. So take your profits, allow the pullback to happen, When it hits your moving average, jump in on a buy. Again, wait for that ping, ka-ching on the same pair. Just follow that one pair all the way up, all the way up. Just keep going. And you could stack your trades as it goes. Pull back, move your stop loss. Stack your trades, pull back, move your stop loss, ka-ching, sorted. All right? So breathe in, ka-ching, take your profits, breathe out. Moving average, enter, breathe in, ka-ching, take your profits, allow, breathe out. Moving average touch, enter, and that's it. That is it, people. That is it. That is your money right there. You don't have to stress about your 5 pips. Oh, I need to put my stop loss 5 pips. You don't need to do that. And this is more pips than just 5 pips. Well, and 5 pips on normal currencies anyways. All right. So I hope you found that really, really valuable. Apply it well, believe in it, demo it first, that you believe will build in the system. Until you believe in a trading system, it wouldn't work for you. So make sure you demo it first. And when you demo it and you're comfortable with it, go live. Once you double your demo account, you're with this strategy, using the strategy, then go live and use the strategy. And happy trading, people. Happy trading. So that's the Granville trend trading strategy using the crypto analyzer. Peace out. Let's get that dough. Booyah!